It seems like nowadays people will do anything for content on YouTube. It's only a matter of time before someone decides to rip their clothes off and jump off the Grand Canyon hoping for it to be an amazing YouTube video, but forgetting that clothes don't work as a good parachute and just falling and plummeting straight to the bottom. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens tomorrow. And like my example, the worst kind of stuff is stuff that hurts yourself or other people. And today we're watching someone become addicted to ciggies. To the old cancer stick, to the coffin nail cigarettes. The video is titled, I Forced Myself to Get Addicted to Cigarettes, and the challenge was, for the next 7 days, he's gonna be huffing those cigarettes like it's oxygen, and then at the very end, he's saying, Mum, I'm a clean boy, I'm going cold turkey, I'll go back to never touching one in my life for the rest of my days until I die. And so that's the premise of the video. Unfortunately, there's a lot wrong with the video, and I think overall, it's a very negative thing to be uploading and putting into the ecosystem.
Cigarettes, they suck, but a ton of people love them. So today, I'm gonna be forcing myself to get addicted to cigarettes. But before I light up my first dart, let's go speak to some cigarette smokers on what they think about my journey to addiction. Excuse me, man.
Starting off strong there, but even before the challenger started, he's already addicted. He takes a puff of the cigarette before the transition to asking people about the cigarettes even happens. He's like, hey, before I start my journey to the addiction, let's ask some people what they think. Maybe they could stop me. Anyway, he goes around interviewing a few people and they're like, oh yeah, man, I smoke, smoking's bad, don't do it, don't get addicted to it, don't do it, buddy. That's the general gist of it. And then we get to the crazy stuff.
It does make you feel kind of cool to have a cigarette in your mouth. Now the moment of truth, sparking up this cigarette.
He goes on to take a puff and then he starts going into a coughing fit since it's his first time. All the 6-year-olds are probably on the ground laughing like, it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. He doesn't like it. Oh, that's some quality content. But the first thing that he does is he's like, oh, holding this makes me feel cool. And that's the crux of this entire video and why I absolutely hate this. Throughout the video, he makes smoking seem like it's a really, really cool, interesting thing and something that makes you feel cool, as he says. As the video goes on, he talks more and more about feeling the need for the urge of the cigarettes, and that's the justification of this video. It's to justify that, oh, your cigarettes are bad, you know, I got addicted so you didn't have to. I'm saving you, little Timmy. I'm saving you from a life of ciggy puffs and prison. But the thing is, he really destroys the message with statements like that. And you'll see this happen more and more throughout the video. In fact, by the end of it, I want to become addicted to smoking because he's not talking about anything negative at all. That's a joke, by the way.
As I kept smoking, an unwanted guest came out of nowhere and said this.
What are you doing? Are you smoking?
Sorry, Mom.
You're grounded.
No. Okay, guys, so my mom was low-key mad at me, but I told her why I was doing it, and she kind of eased up a little bit, but she's still kind of anxious about it.
This is really stupid. Oh, Mom, you caught me smoking. I can explain. It's for a YouTube video. Oh, what's that? Thank you, Mom. Oh, okay. You're gonna give me cigarettes? You're giving me 10 packets of them for the video? Oh, thank you, Mom. It's very supportive of her. I like to imagine that this is the whole reason why he needed to make the video in the first place, because his mum legitimately caught him there and he had to really think off the top of his head like, it's for a YouTube video. But hey, my mum would not have been lenient with that, and I really don't think you should be. As you'll learn later on, this guy is in high school. This guy is still a kid, definitely under the age of 21, and he's smoking. I don't even know how he got access to them. He shouldn't have them, and he's doing this. It's really bad.
Something that I did not expect to happen was in the middle of my workout, I literally left because I started craving a cigarette. So I just stopped in the middle of my workout just so I could smoke a cigarette. I think it's safe to say that the addiction is definitely growing on me.
I showed this clip because I wanted to show you how it's starting to have an impact on his own life while filming the video. And it's a good point to talk about why, in general, this video was a bad idea. Because at the end, you don't know whether you actually do get addicted or not. And we don't even see, as the audience, whether he does get addicted, and I'll show you that at the end. But just the possibility of that happening should be enough to really make you wary of doing this video. Also, the fact that you're under 21 years old and that is also illegal that's probably a bad idea as well, but the possibility of getting addicted.
But anyways, I'm about to go to school, and hopefully I don't get any temptations because I don't know, I can't smoke in school, you know? But yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
But I was wrong because the temptations got the best of me. I was in the school bathroom lighting up a cig.
Yo, so I'm in the school bathroom right now and I'm low-key fiending. So we better spark up the cigarette.
This is some actual hooligan activity.
Yes, it is indeed actual hooligan activity. So in the process of him making a video about how he's forcing himself to get addicted to cigarettes, he's also inadvertently forcing or encouraging his mates to get addicted to cigarettes. So even at the end of this video, if you do manage to go scot-free, completely clean of cigarettes, you know, like a pure angel, pure sobriety, only blood and Jesus is pumping through those veins, well, you still may have gotten your friends addicted to it. You've encouraged your friends in it, and it may not be the same journey from them. You could have started them down the path to becoming something bad at the end. A supervillain that uses cigarettes as their main weapon and also smokes them all the time, and also probably has cancer from the cigarettes. Like one of Batman's Arkham villains. If Batman was R-rated and not for children, and they allowed villains to be cigarette smokers, that's what you could have done. But more realistic than that. I think it's just really such a bad idea. This clip alone removes any defense that like, oh, you're doing it to educate people. You're doing it for the good of humanity. This clip alone removes the defense. This clip alone removes the whole defense that, oh, I'm doing this to educate people. I am a superhero getting addicted to cigarettes to save humanity. I'm practically Superman. This clip effectively negates any defense that you could have of saying, oh, I'm doing this to become a hero to save millions by getting addicted to cigarettes and telling people not to do it. Because you're giving it to your friends and you're encouraging your friends who aren't the ones that are partaking in this challenge. And I wonder what his mum would think if she saw that. Would she still be like, oh, it's for a video, darling. Oh, that's okay. You know what? Let me just drive in and give free cigarettes to everybody. Here, it's for the video. Woo, I'll buy them all for you.
So that is my first pro. During this whole challenge, every single time I felt stressed, I would go outside, spark up a cigarette, and it was like the stress just disappeared. Now, that doesn't mean the problems I was stressed about disappeared as well, only the way my mind saw those problems. And honestly, there's more cons than pros during this challenge, and I would like to say why. My breathing got...
Yes, guys, there's more cons than pros to smoking cigarettes in this challenge. It is one of the worst things. This is the outro. This is when the challenge is meant to be over, and you're doing the final analysis, giving the pros and cons and everything, and you're still smoking the cigarettes. The challenge is still going right now. You should not be saying the pros and cons while still puffing it, because that gives the impression that you're on the team pro side. You've become what you swore to become, but then not become, which is the people at the start when you interviewed them that said, oh yeah, don't do it, this is really bad.
This is why this is gonna be my last cigarette of my entire life. After this day, I am never smoking a cigarette. Is it safe to say that I got addicted? Now,
yeah, okay, buddy. The fact that there's no showing of any detox period at the end of the video, which absolutely should be a thing. You should show what happens when you try to detox and everything. If you're gonna do a video like this, it's not good. I can't believe he doesn't show it. Which leads you to imagine, what if perhaps he kept going? I mean, it is the titled, I forced myself to get addicted to cigarettes. It's not, I forced myself to get addicted to cigarettes and then stopped. So that maybe this did have the bad ending. But speaking of bad endings, this one's the worst of them all.
But yeah, as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And for my final words, don't smoke cigarettes. They suck. Peace.
Hey, cigarettes, yeah, they gang, but I smoke them every day.
Guys, cigarettes, pooey. Disgusting. Cigarettes, worst thing in the world. Absolutely. The moral of this video is don't do them. Very bad. I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Hey, cigarettes, yeah, smoke them every day. Yeah, cigarettes the best. Yeah, I love to play. You see the stupidity of that, right? The ending with cigarettes are bad, followed by a song which is cigarettes, yeah, smoke them all the time. That is such a stupid idea. This whole video was absolutely stupid. I just can't believe it. Now, one thing I should mention is that he only goes for 6 days because he's like, oh, I'm going to do this video until I feel addicted. So he went for 6 days there. I don't know. He could still be doing it, but I just wanted, if anyone brings that up, to say, yes, I know that, but I still think that all of my points remain true. He introduced his friends to that thing. He's normalizing it by saying like, oh, this is cool. Yeah, I smoke them every day. Yeah, oh, get that beat going. It's just been a really, really bad video. Yeah, and at some point he says, I was cranking 90s and I felt even cooler with a cigarette in my mouth. Yeah, but as this comment says, my journey to addiction, sad face. I hope your next video is my journey to quitting.